Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. This is the second part of my adventure with Deathrattle Rogue, and today's build is a little bit different than yesterday's. Yesterday we had the Trickster build with Sonya and Umbra, and you can do all sorts of things, and boom bam, wow, boards are full, and all sorts of nice things can happen if you manage to make it to the very late game. However, this build is trying to accomplish something different. There's no mechanical whelps in here. This one is very focused on making the most out of Devilsaur eggs. So Devilsaur eggs are there. There's Cobalt Scalebane, which can help you activate the eggs and be an offensive threat. There's Mossy Horror, which can also help you activate the eggs in some cases. There's of course the blades, and there's the vials. And this build also has Leroy Jenkins and 2 copies of Eviscerate in it, in addition to saps and all this other stuff. So a faster build that tries to go under what the previous build was doing. More straightforward, more dependent on drawing the egg, because this is all about abusing that egg as much as possible in order to win, and then have a big amount of burst as a finish. Results wise, I won slightly more than I lost with this build as well, so actually my results were identical to results with the Trickster build, even though the playstyle is somewhat different. So it's kinda hard to say. In general, Hearthstone is a very straightforward game, so straightforward is usually better than doing tricks. So I think there's some potential also in this approach to Deathrattle Rogue. And I was pleasantly surprised by the performance of Cobalt Scalebanes in particular. But not against aggro, only against slightly slower decks, but it was one of the highest win rate cards in this build, and it's a card that is generally not used in this archetype. So that was an interesting experiment at least. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay material of this deck for you, so if you want to see this kind of faster variant of Deathrattle Rogue in action, here we go. I think Blade is a keep. What else can we find? Let's see where this one's going to end up. Yeah, tons. Oh, it's some kind of a meme rogue. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Ashisan, it's a different mindset. When you're playing an aggro deck, it's much easier to remember, because when you're playing an aggro deck, you're basically all the time, the only thing that you're thinking about is, how do I make this lethal? Is this lethal? What do I need to do to have lethal? How do I set up lethal 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turns from now? But then when you're playing a reactive deck, you're just responding a lot more. I mean, I could eviscerate that, but that would mean that I have to sacrifice a coin, maybe. But then I'm sacrificing sap is not great either. I have also the option to sacrifice Cold Blood. That would mean that I could still coin Scalebane next turn. I think in this situation I'm sacrificing the Cold Blood in order to eviscerate the Tug. It's generally a good thing to check for lethal in this game. Yes, I tend to agree. I don't have to spend the coin yet. I can play the Blight Nozzle. I can hit him in the face too. Backstab from Hallucination. This guy's toast. No, my beautiful minion. It's all dead now. Sad. It's a lot of Necroom Blades. We'll equip one. Kill the SI. But now I can't swing again unless I pick up something that has a Deathrattle.
This guy's toast.
This deck definitely runs Wild Spines and stuff. I probably just have to kill this. I don't have any Deathrattles to activate, but I think I just have to do it. Then the question is, does he have a Wild Spine in hand? Need to play something. I'll play the Blade.
me a quest.
He draws the entire deck. Wow. Hi. That's intriguing. That is really intriguing. But if I sap back the adventure, he can just replay it next turn. So does he win now? I don't know if I have the tools to beat this adventurer. Because he's going to have a lot of cheap cards in that deck. This will be tricky. I think this is the best approach. I think sapping that now is the best approach here. I just don't think this is going to be good enough. I think he still wins. I mean, he thinks he wins. By buffing up the questing adventure and not giving me a chance to answer it. And he's right. He's winning right now. He's clearly winning. Pretty easily even. I don't have any real answer. As long as he has any removal in hand. And he should. And I have to play the Lich King here, and he must not have Vilespine or... He must not have Vilespine or another sap. And he can easily have one of those. He does 7 cards in hand. I mean, I think... yeah, and look at this hand. He had Leroy, a couple of saps and a questing adventurer. It was easy choice to play Myros over there. I said yesterday that I have never lost to this deck, to Deathrattle Rogue, playing Miracle Rogue. I didn't win any Miracle Rogues yesterday. Do I have... I mean, I haven't seen a zoo in ages. They've all been even looks or something. Do I still mulligan for zoo? Optimus, have you tried Dude Paladin after Boomsday? Hybrid of old even Paladin and old Paladin. Optimus wasn't Dude Paladin there before even an old Paladin, as far as my recollection goes. Well, this is just a Control Warlock, maybe? 2 Necrim Blades and no Deathrattles. This could also still be a 2. In theory, it's possible. He's going to have weapon removal. I'll still prime 1 Necrim Blade here. I'll force him to use the weapon removal at least. Show me if you got it. You're always removing this weapon if you've got it. So he doesn't have it. That's a piece of good news. I don't have anything really good here either though. It was more of a bluff, this one. Because I didn't actually have a Deathrattle minion. Oh, it's a Cubelock. Oh, but this is so good. Because I have this Blight Nozzle Crawler here. Enjoy. Blight Nozzle surprise! Blight Nozzle Express. Delivered to a mountain giant near you. Yeah, that's a Cubelock. That's intriguing. Oh, a Doomsayer. How do I navigate this one? So I can backstab and blade this fellow. I don't have lethal, so I have to use the eviscerate too. So I can backstab and eviscerate this fellow then. No, I can take the tree because I heal right up. So I can backstab and blade here. And then I can eviscerate and hit there with the corpse taker. And I can get 2 to go face. That seems acceptable. No, he will also heal for 3 if I do that. So I'm actually not gaining anything. I need to eviscerate here, that is correct. So I'm not actually gaining anything. If I heal him for 2 and then hit him for... heal him for 3 and then hit him for 2, then obviously that's worse. Jeez, and I watch a lot of artifact streams. It reminds me a lot of our mellow games. We're slow to get going, but the endings are tense and good stuff. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. Oh, you're going to throw Hellfire on this board. Oh, that's intriguing. That's just 10. Egg time.
Here we go.
Let's proc an egg. Alright. 7 mana. Not the best place for him to be yet. Can't get a Void Lord out here yet. Actually he can, with Lackey and Pact. Lackey and Pact can give him a Void Lord. Does it give him a Void Lord? It does! It does give him a Void Lord. Oh man. Oh man, it does give him a Void Lord. So this is a Lich King turn. And there's no use to hit one of these with the dagger. Okay. This is getting exciting. I need to deal with the Void Lord. I have a bunch of damage coming from hand. Does he have something like a... He needs a Spellstone. He has damaged himself a couple of times. He can have a 7 damage Spellstone. Oh, is that going to be enough too? Is this enough? No, with the backstab top deck it's not. Backstab, Cold Blood. That backstab top deck. Kinda love it. Backstab there. Cold Blood the egg. Play the Leroy. And then 5 to this. 4 to that. Press to face. Boom. I think I'll try with this. Let's see. It's going to be Odd Warrior. This is where I would like to have the whelps, I suppose. But this matchup is a lot about reliant on my tempo. If he can stabilize very well, then it becomes too late to react. Am I afraid of weapon removal? He kept 1 card. You keep Ooze against Rogue. I think I am a little bit afraid. I think I'll go coin egg first. Don't be fooled that it wouldn't. It does. It definitely has a lot of RNG. It's just that in Artifact, generally the RNG rolls are smaller than they are in Hearthstone. So individual roll does not decide as much as in Hearthstone it does. He won several 50-50 rolls in a row in order to win the game. So luck is definitely a factor. I think I would like to keep 3 minions on the board for the most part. Because of mind control techs. He obviously has silence in that deck too. So let's see what's going to come up.
Unity, precision.
Just Ciliax. I don't mind a little Ciliax. A little Ciliax every now and then, it's fine. Do I want to play around with the mind control tech and some of the bigger board clears? Probably yes. I have the option to cube a 5/5. I'm backstabbing the Ciliax, right? Alternative, I could hit Ciliax with this and then cube it. Save the backstab. I think I'll go for that line. Obviously there's also faceless manipulators. When you really think about all the resources Odd Warrior has, if you try to play around it all, you're just going to go insane. He could kill something and then MC deck. Yeah, he could actually armor up Shield Slam and then MC deck. That would work out. Scalebane, right? I think this is a Scalebane. Let's see. Too bad he got the armor. No, he can't use the armor hero power. He might not be able to have armor. Microbots are not bad either, though. So this is 8, 12. And I have 10 from hand, that's 22. We're not there yet. He can always brawl and stuff. So what if he hits here and brawls? That's pretty powerful. Well, he first needs to kill this one. He's going to get those microbots. I don't think I have a lot of ways to play around that though. Even if I play Necroom Vial, that changes nothing if he has brawl. It does change things when I use it here. Except that it doesn't, because the microbots can still kill this one. I can still kill both Deathrattles before the brawl. Topica, is there any deck you're looking forward to try when the next expansion is here? Yeah, Odd Mage, Heal Paladin, Dragon Warrior. There's going to be a lot of interesting decks. I'm not sure how many of those are going to be good decks, but there are a lot of interesting decks. Well, he can still do assembly into Hero Power Brawl, because it looks like Hero Power Brawl is what he wants to do here. Hero Power killed this one with 3 minions, then hit here with the Super Collider, and then Brawl, which guarantees that 1 minion is left alive. I would go for that play every time. I just didn't have a good way to play around that. But this looks a lot weaker. Can I have lethal through this somehow? Which way is it going? No, I lost the 50-50. Feels bad, man. But backstab, that one goes down to 7. Boom, boom. Leroy Eviscerate. Lethal. Okay. I think we're rolling in with these, but now we're going to lose playing against Paladins for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. Paladin kept his full hand. I feel so sad.
Reporting for duty.
The light protects me.
Here comes the pain. Noah, what expansions are going wild next year? The next rotation is in April next year, so we get the Rastakhan's Rumble expansion now, then we're going to get one more expansion next year. And once it comes out, Journey to Ungoro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, and Kobolds and Catacombs are going to rotate.
Reporting for duty.
And hi, Noah. I'm trying, but I'm dying. Oh boy. The real question here is Do I spend the coin? But if I wait for coin Mossy, that's after level up and Fungalmancer. So I'm never going to make it that far anyway. Which leads me to believe that I actually do need to coin the Corpse Taker here. And hope that he has nothing, but he did a full keep, he kept every single card. So the possibility that he has nothing is fairly low. On board it takes the 4-2 to push through the Corpse Taker, but this is going to be a slaughter. That's the way this matchup goes. Try to catch enough sleep. He can just level up next turn. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. I still need to play the Blight Nozzle now. Because if he goes all phase, I can at least Necroom while the Blight Nozzle. But I suppose he does something like Fungalmancer here, and then the Corridor Creeper kills the Blight Nozzle, and then a 1-1 kills the 1-1. That would be a good play. That requires him to have the Fungalmancer instead of the level up. And he had a Lost in Jungle keep, so I take that this could be a level up keep. But it wasn't. That's pushing so much damage. I suppose I have to Necroom Vial and use that to kill the Protector and the Raid Leader. It's not great, but it's the best I have here. That leaves him with 5 on board. Using Ziliax just doesn't seem to cut it. Need to kill this. And I need to kill this, right?
Job's done.
So level up is 1 off, but I don't have a good counter play. Oh, and he also had a Righteous Protector. Divine Favor, okay. Well, that leaves me a little bit more counterplay, because now I can Mossy. Everything is going phase here. He can still get me with like Leroy Blessing of Might. Or something. This obviously has to be a Mossy Horror turn. I bought a little bit of time. If he doesn't have the chargers now, then Ziliax might try to buy me a little bit more time. Vine Cleaver is pretty solid though. Another free Corridor Creeper. Well, this 1-1 is good for that one. So the 1-1 goes here. And the Mossy goes here. I don't think I can do it anyway. Ziliax obviously goes here. I'm dead to silence if I don't hit with the Ziliax, but then he can kill the Ziliax with the Vine Cleaver. So both options are a little bit annoying. But I think I play around silence. He would need silence plus Leroy to kill me now. That's a little bit less likely than just the silence.
The light protects me.
Okay, not another level up yet. I need to start killing off these fellows here. And play Lich King. Maybe I should have procced the Divine Shield. Perhaps that would have been acceptable. Because now if he uses a Fungalmancer here, then he gets a 3/3. Then he can trade with these. Yeah. Now he gets to do some value trading. And there's just no way I can find lethal because I have not been able to damage him.
Reporting for duty.
So I have 17, right? I think I have 17. But I will die to Leroy, if he has a Leroy for next turn.
For duty.
10, 14. Or if he finds another level up. Or that Leroy. Well, there was no way for me to avoid being dead to Leroy anyway. I push 6 this turn, right? Cream Blade phase 2. And Doom Pact. I don't need cards. I need him not to have Leroy or taunts. I've seen both Righteous Protectors. I haven't seen the level ups. There's the Leroy. There's the Leroy. There's always the Leroy. Do I believe in Murlocs? I haven't seen Murloc Mage in a long time. I have to believe enough that it could be Egg-induce into Cube in Katrina, yeah. I have to believe enough in the Murlocs that I keep a backstab. I just don't dare because I can beat Murlocs. But I don't think I can do it without the backstab. But this is Big Spell, so backstab is completely wrong card. And now there are 2 of them. No. This is not right. Last Big Spell Mage we lost because he had Ooze into double polymorph. Let's see about this time.
Let the pain speak to me.
I could kill this and allow him to draw 2 cards. He's going to draw at least 2 cards from it anyway. I might as well do it. He will always get 2 cards from this because he can just ping it, and then he might even get 3 because then I would not be able to backstab it anymore. I had no way to deny at least 2 cards. So he pings this so that he can use this one to kill it, and that will then allow him to wipe the board. But unbeknownst to him, but beknownst to us, I actually have a backstab here. Haha. Take that. And then be vile. And then he will still want to clear, but there will still be at least one 5/5 left. I know it's not much, but it's something. And that was a different Dragon's Fury, right? Or was it? I'm not even sure. Oh, shinies. Where do the shinies go? In the middle? I suppose shinies can go in the middle. Well, he can't wipe the board and remove the weapon. So shinies go in the middle. And I'll equip the weapon and go face. Because he will have to choose between removing the weapon or clearing the board. And then I can play Egg and proc that if he chooses to clear the board.
Need a key?
It's unlikely for him to run mind control tech. Well, it doesn't even matter right now. So I can always play the Squire first.
The light protects me.
Oh, intriguing.
Here we go.
I think I still want to trade this one away. This one goes face. Let's see what he has there. Nothing as far as I know. Okay. Another board clear is coming. But there will be some survivors. Well, there will be exactly one 5/5 survivor. The worst case scenario is that if he has Artificer and Blizzard in hand right now. I know that one Blizzard was in deck earlier when he played the Dragon's Fury. But it could be in hand now. And Artificer Blizzard gives him armor, buys him time. That's so much better than using any kind of other board clear that he could have. Because I have this 10 from hand. It's actually not 10 from hand because there's a counter spell. He has the Blizzard. That's a really, really big deal. So I need to play the Corpse Taker now.
Winter is here. Here we go.
It's almost guaranteed to be a counter spell. I think this will do. Because now he can't ping both the Divine Shield and the Egg. He will have to choose. Which means that something will live. Second Dragon's Fury. Obviously there can be a Meteor or something in hand. This is a Scalebane turn. And then we hope that there's no Meteor.
Chill out. Here we go.
Because if there's a Meteor, then that's a big problem. Meteor obviously clears this very nicely. And there's a counter spell. Don't forget that. Eviscerate is not going to work.
Reality.
Oh, he was able to top deck an Artificer, and he has the Meteor. That's 4 AoEs. 4 AoEs in top half of his deck so far. Well, hey, it's Hearthstone.
Here we go.
Stuff like this happens. 4 AoE pieces in top half of his deck. At least. And then an Alana. 23. Not quite lethal. I'm one off, right? I think I'm one off. So if he has Jaina, he wins, right? Let's see about that counter spell. There's a Mana Bind. Intriguing. I have 16 and he's at 17. But I couldn't leave the Artificer up, because that might give him even more. That might give him even more.
Here we go.
15. There could be an Alexstrasza in the deck.
My hand is too full.
Okay, we got the Jaina burn. Does he have another Keysmith or a Taunt minion? No, that is not another Keysmith or another Taunt minion.
Here we go.
Which means that we did it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.